The world's best security guard is here.
Not even a ghost will be left if I have to hear that again.
Obama, I am not dealing with your negativity anymore. It was worse than that time I went on the Talk to a podcast.
I got one more question for you. What is your biggest turn on?
If I say it, two old men would never let me hear the end of it.
We're doing Family Guy cutaways now?
Really scraping the bottom of the barrel, aren't we?
Yeah, well, that's Presidents Play Horror Games for you.
So the objective of the game is obviously in the name, right? Operate a security booth?
Seems you got the name of the game down.
And I'll be the best security guard, the very best.
The bills cannot be this high, Donald.
The job seems simple enough. All I have to do is check these license plates to spot the imposters among us.
Almost pulled a sick day, but today is just too important to miss. Let me know when I can go in.
So it seems like I don't have to give you instruction on how to play this game.
The world's best security guard never... This man is a freak. Call the police.
Good boy is certainly a choice in the license plate.
All right, let's see what we got here. We're looking for a freaky license plate named Good Boy.
Remember to lead through the list as comprehensively as you can. You can easily skip over the license plates without realizing it.
So it seems we work at some sort of research facility considering all of the titles that we have for the workers.
Either that or the content creator industry plant house. And I do not see Good Boy on the license list.
Well, here's your shot at deporting someone since you couldn't do it with Morgan.
Stop giving him moral victories, Joe.
Leave now. And why are you asking me if I'm lost?
I'll be honest. I think that was a worker. I could have swore we skimmed over the license plate.
How about you leave the world's best security guard do his security guard things? In the meantime, I'm pretty sure there's a wood fence post outside that needs leaning on.
I was trying to, Donald, until your cataracts started coming in again.
What are you trying to say?
You missed the license plate, you dolt.
You're about to miss a car, too, if you keep bickering like this.
Private property, no soliciting.
1996, what a year. I bet the 2000s are going to be wild. Flying cars and everyone living happy lives. Going to be cool to see. So who's going to tell him?
All right, pal, let's see your license plate. OA954Q. Of course, it can't be anything easy.
I just think that's most license plates, Don. The first guy just had a thing for dominant women.
Seems like your type of guy, eh, Barack?
What's that supposed to mean?
You know exactly what it means.
I do, but I had some hope that I could have been mistaken.
I'll keep it a buck with you guys. I'm actually looking through the list now, and I still can't find this guy's license plate anywhere. It's like it's playing hide and seek.
I feel like there's going to be a point in time where we realize that our vision isn't what it used to be.
You mean 20 years ago?
20 years ago? You've been looking through an Instagram filter this whole time?
I'll just stay silent on how many years it's been for me.
I'll learn from my past mistakes and stay silent on that matter, too.
And there's Good Boy right there. Guess that's my fault. But I actually didn't see the other license plate this time, so he's got to take a hike.
Making up for past blunders, at least.
I was under the impression that we didn't employ any VR chat players, but I guess everyone can be wrong.
Haven't heard that game in a while.
Probably for the better.
Can't make outgoing phone calls, radio, orange juice, some sort of cactus. Yep, this is depressing.
Wait, are you rage baiting?
Rage baiting what?
That's clearly not a... You know what? Never mind.
This is a very busy science lab at this time of night. Shouldn't more people be leaving than entering?
Are we sure we need to let this guy in? I mean, he's talking like he's a wannabe anime character.
Look at the car, Obama. Look at the car. We clearly don't care about quality at this company.
Freedom of choice is a thing.
Okay, let's see if we have to give you the boot.
Make sure to pay attention to what they're saying, too.
Well, that was hard. She's right here on the first page, Ellie O'Connor.
Are you surprised we employ her?
More so disappointed, but this office feels like it's a data mosh of Skype. Can't say I'd want to pass through myself.
Why are you back out at the car?
I wanted to see if her fursona would bark at me if I said no pets allowed.
We got a hot night tonight, Donald. They just keep rolling through the gates.
Sir, due to several ladies hitting on me, I am armed with pepper spray that I may use at my disposal if I feel threatened.
Is this your way of manifesting the future?
If manifesting was promising, then yes.
Can't believe I'm late. Of all the days to be late, I hope everything is going fine. Could you hurry and get to the gates before someone notices I'm not there to help?
Calm down, Joystick Andy. We have to see what gang you're reppin'.
Hopefully none if he's working with hazardous materials.
Imagine throwing up gang signs in a laboratory suit. Would look like something out of Arkham Asylum.
Arkham Asylum or not, his license plate is on the list, so he's invited to the party.
Remember that you don't have to go outside to hear their NPC dialogue. Every time they're on the list, just push the button and you're good to go.
Well, I also like checking what sorcery they're saying, because half the time they want to sound like Dungeon Dice Monsters players.
Wait, Dungeon Dice Monsters?
Yeah, what about it?
How do you know that?
It is what it is, Obama. It is what it is.
What the... You know what? That's all you, Mr. Pop Culture. Recite that Watch Mojo playlist that you vaguely remember.
I actually remember it pretty... What's happening?
There's static coming from the radio.
Hello, 911? Let me call the police. There's a ghost in this booth.
What are we supposed to do?
Try shutting it off.
There! Now leave us alone, Casper! Did that actually work?
We have cars coming back as usual, so I hope so.
Hey, you mind coming in this booth with an EMF meter?
If he has an EMF meter, he also might be haunted.
I was listening to music at work last night, and I heard something creepy. I kept replaying the song over, and it never happened again.
Respectfully, I have zero idea what you're talking about, and frankly, it has nothing to do with me.
How are you able to so effectively be a nuisance and still have the slightest competence to play the game?
I know walking and talking is a skill for you, Joe, but it's second nature to others.
I meant remembering the license plate while you spew garbage.
I know having the memory of a goldfish is a skill to you, Joe, but it's second nature to others.
Kind of walked right into that one.
Here it is, last page.
Am I the only one noticing how weird they're talking?
All right, Daniel, you're all good to go. Just stop smoking on your way to work. Remember, we do have drug tests.
You couldn't tell with some of the things that people say around here.
All I'm saying is that if I were the CEO, this Radio Shack would turn into a Best Buy before you could say profit margins.
I can't understand your accent, but I'll assume you said bankruptcy.
Besides random GTA characters driving up, this job is pretty boring.
You just had to say something.
Yep, not dealing with whatever that is.
I'm starting to think that we work at the SCP Foundation.
All right. Hey, you wouldn't happen to be a friend of Zach Bagan's, would you?
With all this spooky stuff going on around just the toll booth, I really wonder what could be going on inside the factory that we're stationed at.
Poppy Playtime hinged upon scientists messing with things they shouldn't have, so I wouldn't be surprised if this corporation followed in its footsteps.
No wonder this job was so easy to get. We just showed up and they tossed us the badge.
Leave it to Donald to talk about his executive powers just to try to get a cap and a flashlight.
Stop saying accurate things about me at a time I can't defend myself.
Hey, you said it yourself. It's accurate.
Wow, this one's on the list too. Alfred Golovanov, or whatever Molotov-sounding name that is.
And our relations with Russia just went cold.
They were never warm because of you, Sleepy Joe.
2 years of this. No wonder Morgan wanted to quit.
If Casper doesn't cut this out, I'm about to call Gojo and Tanjiro to take care of him. Ghost or demon, I'm tired of this.
People are going to think we're the demon that needs slaying if you don't stop screaming.
What is happening? I'm sorry, Obama, but this situation warrants screaming.
Wait, you might be right. Look right ahead.
Hey, buddy, you got a problem? This is private property.
He's got some uneven limbs going on.
I'll sick these ghosts on you if I don't see that car down the street in 10 seconds.
Forget about him for now. We have another car to attend to.
Sir, you are my witness to this. If I don't see Salad Fingers off the property in a minute, he's going to be leaking more than just engine oil.
Just try to keep a level head about everything. We've seen spooky stuff happening all night, so maybe that's just a hallucination for all we know.
I would really like to agree with you if I didn't hear the telephone bug out earlier as well. Unless someone popped some shrooms in our water, I don't see a reasonable explanation for this.
I blame this all on Neil. All of this is Neil's fault. Him and his stupid name. That's why the poltergeist is happening, because Neil's name is just so dumb.
Who's Neil?
I think a random name in the list.
Classic citizens taking the fall for Donald's shenanigans.
This guy at the front is about to get a fistful of shenanigans too because I don't see his name on here. I already have one crazy spying at the street post. I'm not going to have two.
How are you talking in caps?
Listen, pal, I'm not in a good mood. So take Peeping Tom over there at the street and get out of here.
Pretty sure that was an employee again.
I don't care because this guy is still at the street. What are you going to do? Built like Henry Stickmin, and you have the audacity to challenge the world's best security guard?
At least you've calmed down.
Of course I've calmed down. This guy thinks he can just pull up. Yeah, get out of here, you no good meddling What was that?
Was that a nuclear bomb?
What facility do we work at? Hello? What?
Did that man have to do anything with that? He left right when that explosion happened.
Yeah, I think I'm calling it quits right now. This place can have the security job. I wasn't familiar with us being outside of Chernobyl.
So what happened with that explosion? And what's this bass sound effect that's drumming in my ear?
I can't believe we're supposed to carry on with our job like it's nothing. Did we not learn anything from Nuketown?
Talk about sensory overload. Just keep track of the basics and weather the storm right now, Donald.
Going partly insane makes it hard to weather the storm.
That's a problem when you're the anchor.
Did Flat Stanley fall in a paint tub? Like what is happening right now?
You don't even sound scared anymore. You just sound mad.
Of course I'm mad. We're being used like chicken feed to give handouts to call center employees. And I'm sick and tired of being tormented by the Undertale fan base.
What did you do to the Undertale fan base?
Retrospectively, what didn't I do?
Someone add that one to the list.
If this isn't the CEO giving me a pay raise, I'm gonna quit. Casper, pucker up for a wallop.
You're not concerned with the fact that he just spawned in?
Put him up. Yeah, roll over like a golden retriever. I bet it was you who keeps telling me to go 65 and a 30.
I wonder if this person will also think Donald is crazy for screaming his head off.
Sorry, kind of busy. Where did the car go?
We're dying.
Oxygen levels
We're
low?
actually dying.
How are the oxygen levels low? We're outside. Did we fall asleep at a Destroy Lonely concert?
What do we do now? This is like watching Avengers Infinity War all over again.
Informed of my death? Casper isn't taking me out so easily. Explosion or not, I'm putting him into that jar.
When did a jar get involved in this catastrophe?
I'm just mad, Joe. I sat here for 30 minutes opening the door for absolute bottom feeders, all while being hunted by the next Diddy disciple.
What is a Diddy disciple? What has happened in the past 10 minutes?
This is what we get for listening to Babytron and sipping on that wok.
Baron has done a number on your vocabulary.
What the?
Whoa!
It's Shadow Man. What are you doing here?
We're still getting beeps on the phone too?
Who's here? What?
Ending 1. What just happened?
It's pretty obvious what happened. We got ending 1.
I might throw a brick at your intern if he keeps having us play these nonsensical games because what did I just go through the past 20 minutes? Was that a science experiment?
Clearly, whatever was happening, that company had one too many footprints to cover up, and it ended up taking all of us down too.
So how was your security booth experience?
The world's best security guard doesn't buckle or yield, even if he has to face an impossible challenge. This was nothing for me.
Donald, I see snot debris on the laptop from the time you screamed.
Yeah, make that 2 bricks, Joe.